Hello everyone, happy Thursday. I apologize for being late. I really should consider moving this to like 6:30 because it seems to just 6 o'clock is a little early after working on. But I am so glad that you are here. So glad you're here because it's May and that means Cinco de Mayo and we are going to be having fajitas for dinner. We're going to be making fajitas in our air fryer. Yes. And I love the sort of set it and forget it type of nature of this recipe. And of course, this is something that you can always prep ahead of time, which I do encourage you to do. Today, I did not get around to prepping ahead like I would have liked. So you're going to get to see me do all the things with all the tools here today. So buckle in. And we're going to have some fun. And if you stick around with me at the end, I'm going to be showing you some of the new products that are coming out for the summer with Pampered Chef. And of course, this month, anything that you see me using here today, it's all Pampered Chef products. If you're interested in adding them to your kitchen, I can get you a link, or better yet, I would love to help you earn them for free. So let's get cooking. All right, we're going to start off with prepping our veggies. So I've got a sweet onion here, pretty big, and we're just going to do the veggies first. I already have the meat prepped, so I've got about 1.5 pounds of chicken back here that I already sliced up and seasoned. So we are, of course, since we're doing fajitas, I used the chipotle because I want a little bit of smoky, and I used the chili lime because it's chili lime, and you can't go wrong adding chili lime to your fajitas. So it's been hanging out for probably about 20 minutes or so, and I've got it just sitting out on the countertop because I don't want to take it immediately from like ice cold in the fridge and then stick it in the oven, in the air fryer, because I want it to cook nice and even, and I don't want it to dry out. So we are letting it hang for a little while we get the veggies prepped and all the things. So tell me how your week has been. It is May. It is May. You guys, it's May. There's a part of me that sort of feels like this has been the longest year of my life, and then I can't believe it's May already at the same time. It's weird. All right, so with the Rapid Prep Mandolin, which I'm going to use to make very quick work of these veggies, on the back it's got several different settings. So here is the flat blade. You can also use this as a julienne blade, or this is a bigger like French fry cut, and then this dial down here controls the thickness. Now since we're doing fajitas, I think a solid 3 for my onions and peppers should be good to get this done, I think. So here you have the food pusher, so your fingers are never anywhere near this blade here that right now is in the lock position, but if I push it down and give it a twist, the blade comes up, and you can see as I push this down, the blade comes down. Now, of course, I don't want my fingers anywhere near that thing because it does not distinguish between fingers and food. So we have this food pusher here that you can hold and push the food into the blade. Alrighty, so let's get these onions done and just push right down, just like that. There we go. Very quick work of these onions. And what's great about using a mandolin, if you have it, even like the simple slicer that I have back here, is that everything is sliced to the same thickness. And when it's sliced to the same thickness, that means it's going to cook all at the same speed, at the same rate, so you don't have some veggies that are real crunchy and other ones that are mushy and falling apart. Now for my peppers, I'm just going to slice these real quick and easy right along the edge, just like that. Now we'll probably keep hold on to that. That'll make good stock later. And I'm just gonna peel the veins out a little bit, just to make pretty fajitas. So do you guys celebrate Cinco de Mayo? Do you do anything for it other than have tacos and drink Coronas, which is probably going to be my plan? I usually don't, like I said, other than that. But I do love some Mexican food, so it's like a holiday meant for me. I'll get those out. Now for my onions, I'm going to use the veggies and sort of make a bed on here. Now this is the baking tray that actually comes with the air fryer. I did line it in foil because I don't like cleanup. So it makes that really nice and easy. So I'll just put my veggies on here, just like that. And we'll add in our bell peppers, and I'm just going to layer them in here. That'll work. And then those will start getting sliced. Again, this is going to happen pretty fast. I'm going to go ahead and start preheating my air fryer. So turn it on, and it's just, let's get cooking. I love that. And I'm going to use the air fryer setting, which is 400 degrees, and we're going to turn it down to 20 minutes. Now, so I've already sliced up the chicken into like fajita strips, so that's going to also help it cook a little bit faster. So everything should come together pretty good here. Again, if I was using like a thicker cut of chicken, then I would probably make my veggies a little bit thicker. But since I'm going to keep it nice and easy today and pre-sliced everything, I think I can get away with 20 minutes. But we'll check everything as it's coming out of the air fryer. There we go. So let me know in the comments if you are team taco or if you are team fajita. I think if I'm being honest, I think I would reach for a fajita before I would reach for a taco. I know, but I would. I think I just like the veggies. I'm a sucker for a bell pepper. Get back here. All right. These in here. It's a weird angle to be doing this in, but I try to get you guys to see how everything sort of comes out. But normally, that's not exactly how I would be holding this. All right, there we go. All of the veggies done. Just that quick. So pretty. All right. Put these on here. Over there. All right. Get this put away. All right. Now I believe in seasoning every layer. So we are going to add some of the seasoning that we're using with the chicken onto the veggies too, because they need a little love. Right? They need a little love. So I've got my chipotle seasoning. I'm just going to sprinkle on here. That's probably about a half a tablespoon or so. Also some chili lime. Same thing, about a half a tablespoon. And some salt. There we go. Woo. Yeah. And toss these around. go. All right, now I want to stretch these veggies out to the sides here to make a nice bed for the chicken. All right. And the chicken, again, chicken breast, I know, chicken breast, they were on sale. I sliced them up and added a little bit of olive oil, tablespoon of the chipotle seasoning, tablespoon of the chili lime, and we're just gonna layer all of this right on the top. The juices from the chicken are gonna flavor the veggies underneath. The moisture from the veggies is actually going to create a little bit of steam too to help keep our chicken nice and moist. I'm trying to put it as best you can in a single layer. I mean, it is going in a 400-degree oven, so if there's a little overlap, it'll be fine. Okay. Get all that goodness in there. I'll just squeeze these last few bits of all of that flavor right in. There we go. All right, so that should be ready in just a minute here. I'll just set that there until it's ready. So next we are going to put together a corn side dish, a creamy jalapeno corn side dish. It's going to be amazing. I'm excited. All right. For that, I am going to need some onion, and I'm going to need another red bell pepper, and there goes my timer. So now it says add food here. So we'll just open up the door, and I've already got the cooking rack down there at the bottom, and I'll slide this in. Close it, hit the button, and now the countdown has begun. So 20 minutes on the clock. Let's go. All right. For this, I'm going to be using my cast iron skillet here. And I'm going to grab another bowl. So, I have my corn is actually in the microwave. So I'm going to grab that in just a second, but first I want to add some onion to this. I'm going to add, say, half of this onion, I don't need the whole thing. So this is like almost like a corn salsa. It's kind of a cooked corn salsa. And I have made it once before. This is part of a taste buds recipe. Moment of silence for taste buds. But the creamy jalapeno seasoning that was in taste buds, I think it may have been last May or April, has now made its way to the line. So it's an official member of our seasonings line. And grab that real quick. So now we have our creamy jalapeno seasoning, and this is so good on in this corn salsa dish we're going to be making. You can make a creamy jalapeno dip with it. You can jazz up your guacamole and all the things. It is so stinking good. And it's not crazy spicy. I mean, you're gonna feel some heat from it, but you guys know me. I wouldn't tell you to get anything that's crazy spicy. It's really good flavor to it, and I think you'll enjoy it, especially if you enjoy Mexican food in general. So I'm just gonna get this onion diced up real quick, and then we're going to dice up that red bell pepper as well. And then we are going to take the corn off the cob. I'm going to saute it all in a little bit of oil here. Probably should have heated that up first, but oh well. We'll see how the burner does today. Alright, I'll add a little bit of oil here. There we go. Alright. And with the red bell pepper, I guess I could probably just put this in the manual food processor maybe to slice it really quick or chop it up real quick, but we can just we can dice it up since we have 15 more minutes anyway. Alright, so tell me, what are your favorite taco toppings? What do you like to go on tacos? I mean, I feel like cheese, of course. Gotta have some cheese. Gotta have some cilantro. I'm a big fan of cilantro. Big fan. Sour cream. I can do without sour cream. I can go either way with sour cream, but I do need a creamy element. So if it's not sour cream, then I at least need some guacamole or something to kind of like mellow out the heat, the flavors and stuff. But I can go either way with that one. And it's funny, when I was younger, I was not a guacamole fan. You know, I just, the look of it was just not appetizing at all. And it's not like I was like anti-green food or anything like that. It was not that kid, but it just, I'm like, okay, not quite. But I have acquired a taste for it, and I love it now. I love avocados in general. So do you have any foods like that? Foods that you hated when you were younger, but you eat now? I feel like everybody's, you know, taste buds sort of evolve as they get older. It's the same way with tomatoes too. I was not a fan of tomatoes when I was younger, but now I love me a tomato. All right, I'll take the rest of this and just plunk it over on the side here. All right, and now we are going to work on that corn. And for that, I am going to need my kernel cutter, which I have not used in quite some time because we haven't had fresh corn. But now here in Florida, fresh corn is abundant. And now I need my kernel cutter, and I'm not sure where it is. Give me one quick sec to see if I can get my hands on it. If not, I'll just do this the old-fashioned way. I can hear my husband now. You've got too much paper chef stuff. You can't even find what you need. Yes. And I would normally do a proper mise en place before I get started, yes. But today was just one of those days. Yeah. So my kernel cutter has gone AWOL, which is really sad. I love that thing. Here it is. I'm sure I will find it, and I will put a little post about it down below. So what I have done with the corn was I just stuck it in the microwave in the husk and all for like 5 minutes. So I put it in for 5 minutes. About halfway through, I just moved them around a little bit. And how quick and easy that just cleans. It sort of gets them cooking-ish, but not quite all the way. But they peel so much easier this way. Yeah. Nothing beats the flavor of fresh summer corn. Nothing at all. So, do me a favor, you guys, when you join in, say hi so I can see you. Let me know what you're making for dinner tonight. Hit the share button for me so we can get the word out about these quick and easy meals. Alright, we got all the little hairs off of that guy. Where do you want to find that kernel butter? It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'll be right back with you. That was the only other spot I knew it might be. That's so crazy. You haven't used it in a while and it has good and properly disappeared on me. Oh well. Alright. Get back here. Alright, we are just sauteing the bell pepper right now with that red onion. And we're not going to cook them to falling apart, but we want to get at least the onions to the point where they're translucent. So once your pan gets up to temperature, then you want to cook them for about 3 to 5 minutes. Adding a little salt to help kind of move the process along. That'll help draw out some of that liquid there. Ooh. And now it's time for the flip. So I'm gonna pull the chicken out and give it a quick flip around, because the heating element in this air fryer is on the side instead of on the top like the old version was. So you'll need to give it a flip this way. Like that. Alright. So for this, I'm going to just use my knife and stand the corn up in a bowl. And this is a trick if you don't have the kernel cutter or somehow just can't find it in all of your Paper Chef stuff. Just put it in a bowl and just run your knife right down the side. Just like that. And the bowl will help catch everything. I have heard of doing this too, if you have like a fluted pan, because a little hole in the top of like a bud pan will kind of keep the corn cob steady for you. That's a little tip. There we go. Huh. I wonder if I could do stock with that. Forget it. No time for that. We'll figure that out later. Alright. Just real quick. Slide that knife right on down. And get those delicious kernels. So, I am planning a trip up to North Carolina and Maryland this summer. So if you would like to have a Pampered Chef party, an in-person party, and you would like for me to do that for you, I would love to. Just shoot me a message and I'll let you know of the dates we're thinking about, and we'll see if we can coordinate our schedules. and I can come and cook for you, and you can see the products firsthand, and we will have us a good time. There we go. All right. That looks wonderful. Alright. So now that our onions are just about translucent, we're going to go ahead and put that corn in. And I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. I'm using my cast iron because I do want to kind of get a little bit of a char on these. You know, almost like if it was cooked over at open flame. So we want to get a little bit of char, a little bit of color on there, but not too much. We don't want to go too far. So we'll just keep a close eye on it while it's doing its thing. Alright. So we're going to make a sauce to go along with this. But first I'm going to need a little bit of cilantro and some green onion as well. Oh, probably about a quarter of a cup of cilantro. Oh man, as soon as the knife hits this thing, whew, I love that smell. So I know some people are they don't like cilantro. I think it's like a genetic thing that keeps them from liking cilantro. But if you're one of those people, tell me in the comments. Are you a cilantro fan? Yay? No? Are you passing on cilantro, or are you going for it? Alright. Some green onion as well. So with this corn, I can hear it sizzling pretty good, but I don't want to mess with it. Okay, I want it to sort of develop a little bit of a crust and build some of that color and get those natural sugars in that corn to start to caramelize a little bit. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, that's going to go in there. That was loud. All right. Now for our sauce, love these prep bowls, you guys. These are tempered glass prep bowls, really nice and thick. Each size comes with a lid. This is the 2-cup size. They also come in 1 cup and 3 cup. But they are amazing and perfect for little odds and ends jobs like this when you have multiple ingredients that are going into a dish, but at different times. So let's get to it. We've got mayo, and we're going to be using a 1/2 cup. You could probably use sour cream or Greek yogurt if you wanted to, but I think the mayo adds just a little bit of extra. It has that Dijon, it's got a little bit of that vinegar, a little bit of that tang that I think sort of takes this to the next level. All right, to this, we're going to add some of our creamy jalapeno sauce. We're going to need a tablespoon of that. Now usually I just measure out a tablespoon with the cap because why dirty another dish? But this particular seasoning is in a different shaped bottle, so my little cap trick won't work. It's like they're on to me. They're going to make me measure stuff out. Alright, we're going to go a little bit because I think I may have A little heavy on the mayo there. Don't tell. Don't tell. All right. Put that all up there together. And that. All right. Now we're gonna check on this. Oh, that's all right. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. All right. Push that in just a little bit. Kind of even it out. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. Alright. Look at all the things smell so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. So, last... No, I think that's it. That's it. Oh, no, cheese. See? Almost forgot the most important thing. I'm going to use a queso fresco for this. Queso fresco. And we'll just, it's not a melty cheese per se, it's more of a crumbly cheese. I can't tell if I'm smelling the onions in here or the onions over here, so I'll just give this a stir just in case. There we go. Alright, so we're going to use a queso fresco. Again, it's not like a melty cheese like you could have with cheddar or something like that. It's a more of like a crumbly looking cheese, but it is so good. So good. We'll use about half. Some of it in the corn, but some of it's just going to go on top of my tacos. We're just using my knife to just crumble it up. And if you have like a cheese, more like a cheese knife, will probably work a little bit better than this. But it will get the job done. How about that? I probably need my big knife for this. Lovely. Put all of this beautiful cheese right here. Like I said, we'll use about half of it. And our fajitas are ready. We'll use about half of it in our corn, and we'll use the other half on top of our fajitas later. So let's get all of this put to the side. I didn't make too much of a mess today. Kind of proud of that. It's not too bad. My husband didn't have to clean up that much after me today. Alright, let's look. Oh, yes. There's that char there. Just a touch. Just a touch. You don't want it to go too far. And we do want to bring a little bit of color to the party. Again, just adding that heat caramelizes the sugars in that corn, and it's going to make this absolutely delectable. There we go. Wonderful. Alright, I'm turning the heat off, so I'm going to add my cilantro now. Add a little bit of that green onion as well. Not much, not much. And some of my cheese. You know what? I may just have to use more cheese. Nothing wrong with that. Get back in there. And I mean, y'all, you see the color of this? Maybe not with all the steam in the way, but man, oh man, this is a pretty plate right here. Pretty plate. Lovely. All right, now we're gonna wait, let this cool a little bit before we add that mayo in there. All right, so let's take a peek, shall we? Oh yes, look at that chicken. Oh my goodness. Isn't that lovely? Smells amazing. It was quick, it was easy. Just season it up, threw it in there for 20 minutes and let it do its thing. Especially if you prep this ahead of time. It is going to save you a ton of time on a busy work night, okay? Tons and tons of time on a busy work night, school night, whatever, and it's going to be delicious. So I cannot wait to dig into that. Once this cools down, we're going to add that dressing onto this corn salad. And let me see, I'll bring it up to the camera so you guys can see it a little bit better. And one thing too, you guys, if you were like wanted to do this for the grill, you could go ahead and grill the veggies ahead of time. So you would grill the corn, you could slice some nice thick slices of the red onion, and even just put the whole bell pepper on there and get it nice and charred. And then after everything is charred and cooked, bring it inside, dice it up, mix it all together, add your cilantro, green onion, queso fresco, make the dressing, and put it all together that way. But if you wanted to do it like that, I think that would be really, really good. And plus, I love bringing in the flavors of the grill on this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. I promised you a couple of sneaky peeks of products that drop today. So today we have new summer products that have come out, and I showed you earlier the beautiful, creamy jalapeno dressing. My goodness, brain just stopped working there for a minute altogether. And let me show you these. So we have a new outdoor dining set, okay? So this outdoor dining set is made of a material called melamine, I think is the name of it. It is, I don't even know really how to describe it. It is not plastic, but it's thicker. I don't know if you can kind of hear that sound there, but it is a really sturdy material. It is dishwasher safe. So first we have the serving bowl, and you can see how big this bowl is. I mean, the size of my hand here, and how deep is a very deep bowl. And this is a small one. You get both, set of two, and this is huge amount of space in here for like a fruit salad or the chips or whatever. And you get a set of two in here. It even be a great mixing bowl too, you guys. Again, these are deep, they are sturdy and thick as well, and I think it would be a great addition to your kitchen. Okay, next on the docket we have dinner set, outdoor dining dinner set, made of the exact same material. And let me bring it up to the camera so you guys can see. I don't know if you can really tell the detail in it, but it has this speckled design with a kind of a sand color. Really, really pretty. A nice deep bowl for salads or cereal. You have a smaller salad plate and a bigger dinner plate. Now, these are not microwave safe. Again, do not put these in the microwave, but they are dishwasher safe. So you can throw them in the dishwasher, no problem. I mean, they say it's an outdoor set, but guys, this is probably going to end up being my like everyday dinnerware. My kids, of course, any parent out there has those bright colored kid plates, right? The bright color, you know, primary color kid plates, the pastels, their pinks and blues and all that stuff. Yeah, we have like a drawer full of those. But my kids are now almost 14 and 11 and 8, and they are, I think, sort of past the point that they need, you know, the kid section plates. But they're not big enough to mess with my other ceramic dishes. They're not there yet. So this, I feel like, is a nice in-between compromise that we can make, where they can feel a little bit more grown up with their dinner plates, but yet, you know, they're not messing with my breakable ceramic stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting a couple of sets of these, because I feel like they're gonna, again, be like my everyday kind of go-to dinner plate. I mean, this bowl right here, I mean, spaghetti bowl and ice cream and salad and cereal. I mean, it's nice and deep bowl here. So these come in a four place settings. So it's a 12-piece set, the plate, the salad plate, and the bowl. So 12-piece, 4-place settings each. There we go. All right. Next, I have this really cute cup, and I'm gonna have to find some videos on it because I just got it today. But this is a frozen treat maker. Okay, so you could put this part. You put this in the freezer, and you freeze it overnight, and the next day you put your drink or whatever in here. If you wanted to do like a ice cream or like a frozen yogurt or frozen margaritas, whatever you want to do, it's your world. And it comes with this little cup, this little spoon, so you put the drink in there, it gets nice and chilled, and then you just kind of, as it's freezing along the side, just kind of keep it moving. And yeah, it's a pretty neat little thing here. And last but not, well, not quite last, we've got a couple more things, and then I'll let you guys go because this dinner is calling my name. Key lime dessert mix. So you can use this as a pie mix, or you just make it, put it in a bowl and stick some cookies and stuff around it, graham crackers or something, and it's a little dessert mix. Now, we did come out with orange creamsicle. Launched in the spring, and the caramel apple pie, my word, I hope they bring that back for the fall. It was ridiculously amazing. I haven't tried the orange creamsicle because, quite frankly, I'm not a fan of orange creamsicle, but this guy is, we're diving into that this weekend. We're gonna have some fun with that one. All right, and this time, last but not least, okay, is this savory sauce set, and I'm really excited to share with you this one, because this is one you're going to want to grab before Memorial Day. You may even want to grab an extra one or two for like a special dad who loves to grill in your life. But we've got 3 different sauces here. We've got our teriyaki with honey, our sweet onion, and a brand new, exclusive to this set, brown sugar bourbon sauce. I cannot wait to put that on chicken, on pork chops, on everything. And it comes in this really cute box gift set, so it's perfectly giftable. But all 3 of these sauces, and again, that brown sugar bourbon is exclusive to this set. You cannot get brown sugar bourbon without getting this set, and I promise you, you are going to love each and every one of these sauces. So there are some other products that did launch, but we are sort of running on time here. So definitely go over to my website, check all that out, see all the things, make a very big wish list, and then let me know how much of that you want to get for free or half off with your party. Okay, keep an eye out. I'll be posting some pictures once I make my plate here, and I'll post those for you. But thanks for hanging out with me. We'll be back next week with another delicious recipe, and until then, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you for watching the replay. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. All the things. I really do appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night and enjoy your Cinco de Mayo. Bye.